Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick here, dropping in on you. I hope everybody is having an unbelievable start to your week. It has definitely been exciting and challenging at the same time for me and the team at Rick Wallace Enterprises and all that it encompasses, but it has definitely been worth it. And I am looking forward to what the rest of the year holds. It definitely has not been without some challenges, but that's life. Before I get started, I want to remind you, hey, look, what I am doing through the weekend, on the weekends, through the summer, uh, booking as necessary, is I am teaching the formula I used to relaunch my business career 13 years ago. When everything collapsed and everything fell apart and things were really, really bad. Um, I used a specific formula online to relaunch my career, and I haven't looked back. I'm not going to tell you it was easy. I'm not going to tell you that everything just fell in line. What I'm going to tell you is it works, and it continues to work. And as my company continues to rebound and recover and grow, I want to teach it to as many people as I can. I've been teaching it to my clients, but I want everyone who wants an opportunity to create either supplemental income or completely replace their current job, whatever. There's a process to do that. It's possible. Uh, the link is in the description box. You will actually, when you click that link, you're going to get to read my entire story. I've talked about it a little bit, but you're going to get to hear some things you probably didn't know about me, but you're going to get to find out how I do this. Click it, learn, sign up for the course. The course is only $97. For $97, I'm going to teach you how to set up an online presence, how to set up your presence on social media, how to promote your business through sales funnels, through social media, and a number of other different things. How to choose where you're going to enter the market, whether you have a product or a service that you want to offer, so something that you're passionate about, that you're skilled at, that you want to jump into the market, or if you don't have a product or service at all, there's still a way to get into this and make it happen for you. And I want you to take advantage of it. At some point, it's going to become a necessity because of the way things are moving and the volatility. You want that ability to hedge what you have going on. Even if you love what you're doing, you want that ability to hedge it so that you're never left without anything. Again, click that link, go in, read the story. If you're interested, $97, you're going to get all of that, which in and of itself is worth well over $1,000. But I'm also giving you two bonus. I'm giving you two of my top selling courses. One is healing emotional and psychological trauma. The other is breaking the curse of procrastination. Breaking the curse of procrastination is a $1,500 course. Uh, healing emotional and psychological trauma is a self-paced course that's 400 bucks. And so you can see the value in this. So for $97, you're going to get an opportunity to learn how to start. And the thing about this beautiful formula is wash and repeat, meaning that I've done it multiple times. I didn't do it just once. I still use this formula whenever I'm launching a new opportunity, a new endeavor, whatever online, to create more space for me, more revenue, whatever. It's out there. So again, I want to teach it to you. And in 7 days, literally, it's called the 7 day online business launch for a reason. You can be up and running and taking orders for whatever it is that you want to do in 7 days or less. So, got that out of the way. Click the box, go to the page, read the whole thing. Click the link, go to the whole page, read the whole thing, and you make a choice. But I would love to work with you. There are only 50 spots. And here's what else I'm going to do, there are only 50 spots. And as a conditional service guarantee, if you don't make at least 500, which is more than 5 times what you are investing in it in the first 30 days, I will continue to work with you until you reach that mark at no additional charge. There you have it. Now, let's move on. I have a question for you. The question is simple. What do you do when life hits you? When life hits you, what do you do? How do you respond to it? Um, I see a lot of people because I do a lot of research. It's a part of who I am. It's a part of what I do. In order to be good at what I do, I need to understand things. So I'm always searching to learn and to know. It is one of my passions. It's what makes me good at what I do. And one of the things that I have noticed is that there are a lot of people who want exceptional lifestyles. There are a lot of people who want to live life at a level of freedom and comfort and excitement and having material wealth and all of these things. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with having these things. The thing is, most people are not willing to pay the price. You have heard me say this before, that life will pay whatever price you demand of it. If you place a demand on life, life will come forward to answer the demand, but life will also respond with counter demands. If you say that you want to build wealth, life is going to demand that you change your thinking and your relationship with money, how you view money, how you handle money, how you move with money. And if you want to improve a relationship, life is going to demand that you put yourself in the back burner to learn how to engage others outside of the spectrum of self. If you decide that you want to start a business, life is going to demand that you don't spend as much time hanging out with the boys or the girls or doing all this extracurricular things that have no intrinsic value as it pertains to what you say you want from life. Life is going to place counter demands. And the problem is, most people want to place demands on life, but they don't want to meet the counter demands. Or, or they'll set out on something and then they realize that it is more challenging than they thought it was. They get popped in the mouth. Um, I remember when Mike Tyson was in his prime and everybody was building this fight he was going to have with Michael Spinks as the fight of the century, because Michael Spinks was supposed to be the superior technician. And Michael Spinks was talking about this plan that he had of how he was going to box Mike and how he was going to keep Mike at a distance and how he was going to avoid the barrage of fury blows that Mike Tyson was known for throwing. And Mike, when asked about Michael Spinks's plan, Mike's response was, everybody has a plan until they get popped in the mouth. And I think Mike took him out within a minute or so of the first round. And he was right. Everybody has a plan until they get popped in the mouth. It's when you get popped in the mouth, it's when you get hit, when life hits you, it's your ability to respond to it with consistency, with commitment, with a persistence that says, I'm not quitting, I'm not giving up, I'm not turning around, I'm not letting go. I refuse to end up anywhere but where I'm headed. I'm fixed on my path. I'm fixed on my destiny. I'm fixed on moving towards something. What are you going to do when life hits you? See, that's the thing. People are asking me about the things that people are asking me, those who know or think they know what's going on with me. How am I moving? How am I still coming in? How am I still doing all the things I'm doing with what's going on in my life? And while I'm not yet ready to talk, and there are just certain things I'm not going to talk about. That's not me. I can't control what someone else does. But as for me, there are certain things that remain private. But um, people ask, and the thing is, it's not that I don't care. It's not that it hasn't hit me hard. It's not that I haven't experienced hurt and pain. It's not that I haven't experienced darkness and I've had to question some things. It's simply that I have a purpose in this life. I have a goal. I have people who depend on me. I have people who need me to be at my best. Some of them don't even know they need me at my best, but they do. And so what happens is, I promised God a long time ago that if he woke me up every morning, I would answer the bell. I'm not going to offer excuses. I'm going to answer the bell. I'm going to get up every day. I'm going to be grateful for the opportunities that are in front of me. I'm going to be prepared for the challenges that are inevitable. And I'm going to push through by giving it everything I have. So when life hits me, I stand up, I square my shoulders, and I swing back. And how do I swing back? I swing back by constantly and consistently applying my gift, applying my craft, applying my skill set, engaging people who need me, and putting in the work. It is immensely important to understand that life is going to throw things at you that you are not prepared for or you are not expecting. The vicissitudes of life are a part of the equation. You don't get to avoid it. Let me tell you something. There are certain things, if you're going to do something exceptional in this world, there are some things you don't get to avoid. You don't get to avoid the demand for hard, consistent work ethic. You're not going to get around it by trying to skate, trying to find shortcuts, trying to move around it, trying to look and move around the process that is a part of the growth that is necessary to accomplish what you said you're going to do or what you wanted. You're going to have to put in the work. The other thing is life is going to hit you. You're not going to get by unscathed. You're not going to, when you decide that I'm not going to live an average life, be prepared to meet some challenges. Be prepared to experience some setbacks. Be prepared to meet delay. Be prepared to have some people that you may be fighting for a turn against you. Be prepared that you're going to have people you thought were your friends that are going to be whispering in the background, wishing for your demise, because your very elevation is a conviction of their mediocrity. You got to understand why some people can't stand to see you advance. See, it's for some people, it's easier to hold you back than it is for them to square their shoulders and rise to the occasion. And they've gotten comfortable in the box of mediocrity. They've gotten comfortable in the box of average. They've gotten comfortable in just existing. They've gotten comfortable in just surviving. They've gotten comfortable in living what they consider to be their lot in life. They've given up on the possibility of rising out of what they've experienced in the past. They are consulting their past consistently to find out what their future is going to look like. And you can never move ahead or elevate yourself when you're asking your past for permission to change your future. I'll ask you again, what are you going to do when life hits you? Again, I promised God that I understood the process and that I would not complain when in the midst of the process, that I wouldn't use the process as an excuse to let go of the promise. I promised God, said, just wake me up. I'll answer the bell. It was when I made that promise, at that time, I had come to an understanding that everything I needed to do everything I desired or everything I was designed to do was already available to me. I may need revelation. I may need insight. I may need discernment. I may need a higher spiritual insight into something. But I don't have to pray for the power. It's there already. I don't have to pray for direction and all that. I don't have to pray for the gift. It was given before birth. I am prepared to take on whatever challenge. I told you before, sometimes things have gotten so dark, things have gotten so difficult. I couldn't look at it and see an answer immediately, but I needed to settle myself. I simply looked myself in the mirror and said, you're built for this. Well, how do you know? Well, see, the reason I know is that if I'm going to consult my past, I'm going to consult my past about the victories. So what are you saying? I said, when I look at my life, every last one of the pitfalls, every last one of the horrible days, every last one of the times I looked and said, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Every time that I've done that, I've survived that day. I've survived that event. I survived that situation. I survived that circumstance. I'm batting 1,000 in coming out of adversity. I'm batting 1,000 at coming out of the storm. I'm batting 1,000 at walking down the challenges. I know that if I stand still and move, if I stand still and hold my ground and I refuse to relent, I refuse to surrender, I refuse to retreat, I'm going to win because I've got a perfect record, 100% of surviving adversity in my life. I've come to understand something, that adversity is the fertile soil in which the seed of faith is planted and cultivated. I can't get where I'm trying to get without getting some dirt on me. But I come to learn that the dirt isn't there to hurt me. I come to learn that if you want a beautiful, flourishing plant, a beautiful, flourishing tree, you want something to come up from that ground, the vegetation or the fruit, whatever it is you planted. You've got to understand that there's going to be a dark period in which the seed is covered by dirt. The dirt isn't just darkness and dirt. It's the nutrition necessary to bring forth the gestation and germination of the seed so that it produces the fruit that it was designed to produce. I can't be everything I'm going to be without getting some dirt on me. Nobody wants to get dirty, but you're going to be a winner. You're going to have to. You're going to have to be willing to take some challenges and face down adversity. Life is going to hit you. It's simply the way it is. That's not how you win. You don't win by circumventing the struggle. You win by persevering. You win by resilience. You win by being relentless. You win by saying, I'm not going to fold. I refuse to lay down. I'm not turning back. You win by pushing through until you achieve the thing that you set out to achieve. If I desire to have it, I'm going to push forward it. And there are only two options once I make up in my mind that I'm going to have something. And it is, I'm either going to get it or I'm going to die trying. I'm not going to quit on my vision. I'm not going to quit on my dreams. I'm not going to quit on my aspirations. I'm not going to quit on my hopes. I am going to push forward. When life hits me, I'm going to fight. So, I know that there are some people that want to hear it's all going to be peaches and cream and roses, and all you got to do is whatever religion you claim is quote some ancient scriptures or do a chant or whatever it is that your connection to the divine and the most high calls for you to do. And then there's a part where the process is required. The process always precedes the promise. There can be no attainment of the promise or the prize without there first being an endurance of the process. You don't get to skirt around the time of preparation and empowerment. There is purpose in that process. And many people lose sight of the promise, get discouraged, decide to quit because they're trying to skate around and they keep becoming disappointed, and it seems like they've got it and then it's gone again. They're almost there. They can touch it, but they can't hold it. Why? There's something in the process that creates the power to sustain what you acquire or obtain. When you don't have the preparation, you don't have the mindset, the mentality, the wherewithal, the endurance to hold on and sustain, even when you grab something you desire. That's why you see people win the lottery and be broke within a couple of years, if that. Because, see, they didn't go through the process of building what they acquired. They played a system that was meant to beat them and won, but they weren't prepared to hold on. So in essence, the system won because all that money went back into the system in one way or another. I'm going to leave you with this. You are not any different than the people you see whose lives you envy, or whose lives you covet, or whose lives you look at and say, man, I wish it was me. The difference is they have a different approach, a different way of thinking. They have a different work ethic. They are willing to get dirty. They're willing to invest in themselves. They're willing to go the distance. It's the distance you're willing to go that's going to determine the results you produce in this life. There is no distance within morality and ethics that I won't travel to be everything that God designed me to be. You hear me say consistently that I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. That's my goal. If I die on E, I leave the world everything God gave me to give it. And that's it. I have something. I was talking to a new business partner of mine yesterday, and he just kept saying the gift. He says, I can't define it. I can't quantify it. He says, but you got the gift. And my response is, everybody has a gift. The problem is we live in a world that's consistently trying to suppress it because everybody's trying to get something out of you. My goal with my clients is to uncover the gift, because if you discover the gift, the possibilities are endless. There is a verse in the book of Proverbs that says, your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. I'm here to tell you that's true. I'm here to tell you that's true. I'm going to challenge you. Step into your purpose. Step into your gift. Create a vision for yourself that challenges you. You know my favorite quote of all time. If the vision you have for your life isn't so huge that it intimidates you, it's a good chance it's insulting God. God didn't design you to be mediocre. He didn't design you to be average. He didn't design you to just skate through life. He did not design you to be pushed over by your circumstances. He did not design you to be held back and anchored down by your past. There's something exceptional on the inside of you. It's your responsibility to unleash it. The world needs you to be everything you were designed to be. There's a part of this world that will only change if you change it. Walk into your purpose. Again, I am getting off. I hope that I shared something that can inspire and empower. I hope that someone is lifted, encouraged. And don't forget, if you want to move into the business world, if you want to learn how to launch an online business, click that link, learn a little bit about my story and my backdrop in the process, and sign up for one of the courses. There are only 50 slots for the entire summer. And that's because I have to fulfill the other back end of that deal, which are the bonuses. So when those 50 slots are filled, it's done, it's over with. So definitely sign up. I'm about to get off of here. You guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back. There's a lot I've got to talk about today. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. You guys have an unbelievable day. And I am out of here.